Have you ever heard of the theory that Mars might have been the original planet of humanity? It may sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but what follows is a hypothesis that challenges everything we know about our origins. What if, millions of years ago, Mars was home to an advanced civilization, which, due to a catastrophic event, had to flee to Earth, making us, humans, the true aliens of this planet? In this video, we will explore this intriguing theory, from mysterious evidence suggesting the existence of a Martian civilization to hints of a possible nuclear war that may have devastated Mars. But what's most curious is that this might be directly related to our own history here on Earth. If this theory is true, how does it change our view of who we really are and where we came from? Are our origins far more mysterious than we imagine? Prepare yourself for a journey of discoveries that may turn your perception upside down. Are you ready to question your beliefs about the history of humanity? Then keep watching and uncover the secrets hidden between Mars and Earth. The idea that Mars could have been the true cradle of humanity may seem absurd at first glance. However, as we begin to look at certain clues, this hypothesis becomes, at the very least, intriguing. In fact, science has already confirmed that Mars billions of years ago was a planet much more similar to Earth, with flowing water, a dense atmosphere, and possibly habitable conditions. Theorists of this idea suggest that Mars could have housed an advanced civilization, one that might have reached a technological level capable of transforming the planet into a completely habitable environment. This leads us to ask, did this civilization, at some point in the distant past, thrive before falling victim to a catastrophe? If so, what was the tragedy that turned Mars into the frozen, barren desert we know today? Moreover, one of the most intriguing questions raised by this theory is, what if we, humans, are not originally from Earth, but descendants of this Martian civilization, which had to escape from their dying planet and colonize Earth to survive? This idea challenges everything we believe about evolution and our role in the universe. Could we, in fact, be the alien colonizers of our own planet? If we consider that Mars was once a habitable planet, an even more intriguing question arises. What happened to make it uninhabitable? The hypothesis of a global nuclear war that wiped out the Martian civilization is one of the most disturbing. And it's not just fiction. Some scholars argue that certain signs in the Martian soil, such as the presence of radioactive isotopes, are similar to those found in locations where nuclear explosions occurred on Earth. Images captured by satellites show traces of ancient rivers, lakes, and even possible structures that could have been created by intelligent beings. However, Mars is now a desolate desert. How did this happen? Some scientists speculate that a catastrophic event, such as a devastating war, could have caused the destruction of Mars's atmosphere and the environmental collapse that turned the planet into an inhospitable place. If this theory is true, what can we learn from it? Are we destined to repeat the same fate here on Earth, with the risk of global destruction due to conflicts and the irresponsible use of technology? This line of thought not only makes us reflect on Mars's past, but also serves as a warning about humanity's future. Imagine the following scene. An advanced civilization, on the brink of extinction, desperately seeks a way to escape a doomed planet. Their ships, possibly equipped with technology far beyond our current understanding, set off toward Earth, a young planet full of life and potential. Upon arriving here, these space refugees are forced to adapt to a new environment, perhaps even losing part of their technological knowledge in the process. This migration, some theorize, would be the true beginning of humanity. Ancient myths of gods who came from the skies or civilizations that mysteriously fell could actually be distorted records of these events. The story of Atlantis, for example, might be a distant memory of a civilization destroyed by a great disaster, perhaps even connected to the fall of Mars. Moreover, ancient and mysterious constructions, such as the Egyptian pyramids and the ruins of Machu Picchu, could be remnants of this lost knowledge, drawing a line of connection between Martian technology and the first great human civilizations. Could these structures be more than just markers of our own engineering? Could they be echoes of a much older extraterrestrial past? Now we come to one of the most curious pieces of evidence, the presence of xenon-129, a radioactive isotope in large quantities in Mars's atmosphere. Here on Earth, this isotope is mainly found as a byproduct of nuclear explosions. The existence of so much xenon-129 on Mars raises a crucial question. Could this be the trace of a nuclear war that devastated the planet millions of years ago? This data directly links the hypothesis of a Martian nuclear war to the fate of the Red Planet. And more, if a Martian civilization was capable of creating such powerful weapons but was ultimately destroyed by them, it casts a disturbing mirror on the path we are treading on Earth. Are we repeating the same mistakes that our Martian ancestors made? The presence of xenon, as well as other signs of radioactivity on Mars, might be the key to unraveling this great mystery. And more than that, it could be a warning to us about the risks of our own nuclear technology. If humans are truly descendants of a civilization that was capable of destroying its own planet, are we doomed to the same fate? Now imagine for a moment that the history of life and civilization is not linear, but cyclical. Just as planets orbit their stars and galaxies move through the universe, perhaps the evolution of civilizations follows a similar pattern. What happened on Mars may have been merely a repetition of a cosmic cycle that occurred before on other worlds and is now unfolding here on Earth. There is a theory called panspermia, which suggests that life might travel between planets, spreading like seeds across the cosmos. What does this imply? That we might not be the first civilization to inhabit Earth, and that our emergence could be part of a much larger and older process than we can imagine. If our ancestors came from Mars to escape its destruction, it's possible that this story has repeated itself on other planets in different parts of the universe. And perhaps one day in the future, it will be us who need to seek a new home on another planet. Just as the Martian civilization might have been forced to migrate, are we destined to repeat this cycle? The search for habitable planets and the space colonization that is already being discussed by major space agencies might be an omen that we are preparing to take the next step in a continuous cycle of life, destruction, and rebirth. Are we merely living through one phase of something much greater, something that transcends time and space? By connecting this hypothesis about Mars to the idea of a larger cosmic cycle, we begin to question whether our history is truly being written for the first time, or if we are simply playing our part in a drama that has already been performed on other cosmic stages. We've reached the end of a journey full of mysteries and questions that could change our view of human history. If you enjoyed diving deep into these enigmatic stories, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with anyone you think would be intrigued by these unsolved puzzles. And if you're hungry for more mysteries, I have 2 other videos you won't want to miss. The disappearance of Flight MH370, a case that continues to baffle investigators and spark countless theories, or the unbelievable story of a man who vanished for 30 years, only to reappear with the same clothes and no memory of where he had been. Check them out, and let's keep unraveling the unknown together.